Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of most ages, welcome back to the Power Stroke Jude YouTube channel. I'm Power Stroke Jude, and I hope all my dudes are having a great night. Today's video, I'm going to be going over my cordless power tools that I use at work. My collection is predominantly, I wouldn't even say predominantly, because everything I use at work is Snap-on when it comes to my cordless stuff. And let me turn this video around and get started and show you what I think about it. It's just my opinion, but you guys are watching my channel, so I'm assuming that's the opinion you want today. Before I start, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to ring that bell. I'm going to say it again at the end of the video because I always do. Now let me turn this video around and we'll get started. All right, here we go. Now let me start off by saying, come on, we're all blue-collar workers. I'm assuming we're blue-collar workers if you're watching this channel. And come November, guys, we have to make America great again. You guys all, anyone who's blue collar and watching this channel, you all, I'm sure you all agree with me. I hope you all agree with me. And if you don't, message me. We can debate it. And then when we're done, you will agree with me. But let me start off. All right. High torque. This is the CT9080, not the CT980, like I said 2 or 3 times in the video when I bought it 3 years ago, but it's the CT9080. This is a very strong impact. It's been featured on the Torque Test channel, and not just the CT9080 in general, but this particular impact. When I got it, I was talking to them, or we were messaging each other back and forth, and they sent me a shipping label. I sent it to them, they sent it back, and they used it, and they gave me good reviews. So Torque Test channel, I appreciate you guys, the shout out you guys gave me way back when. But yeah, this is a great impact, especially for all your heavy duty needs, man. This thing's strong. If you need more than what this can do, you should probably go to 3/4 air. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is the CT9038, which is the newest impact I bought, which is this one right here. You guys probably saw it in the tool haul I did last week, but it's actually, the video came out last week, but I purchased it like 2 or 3 months ago. I've used it a little bit so far, and it's a strong 3/8 mid torque. Problem is, or stubby. Problem is, it's a little bulky. I know Easy Tech Joe, man, my boy, he pointed that out in one of my comments that when we were chatting back and forth with each other, and I agree with him. But even though it's a little bit bulky, I still like it a lot, man. It's a really good, solid, strong impact, and I would put my, I would say, yeah, sure, Power Stroke Jude seal of approval. Not that that means anything, but it's got it. All right, next is the CT9080, the brushless 3/8 impact, and the CT761, the one that was before this one. This one was brushed. I used this thing for a long time, and I really liked it a lot. And looking at these two, and I'm thinking my friend Jesse's, aka Montevello Mustang, I think he's gonna probably watch this video, and he's gonna be like, Jude, man, you got to get some boots for your for your tools, please. He always says that. But I used this one forever, and as soon as I got this one, I was like, I'll probably keep using this one a little bit. I got this one in a kit with like impact sockets and all kinds of stuff. A ratchet came with it. But once I started using it, as you can tell, yeah, it became my go-to. I reached for it first. I would still use this one because sometimes you're lifting a cab and you're working on an engine, you got multiple things going. You're in between waiting for parts on something else. So I'd have 2 workstations going, and this would be for a little bit more light duty stuff. I'll take off running boards, start prepping the vehicle to lift the cab with 761. And for everything else that I needed that this thing couldn't do, the 861 usually handled. If it didn't work, then I would usually have to go to this, but now I can go to this. So between these 4 impacts, I can promise you these 3 are going to be the ones that I'm always going to be my go-to. I may even consider bringing this one home, but we'll see. But the 761 with that flip trigger that everybody liked, everyone likes this. The 861 has it as well. Reverse, forward, everyone likes that. The 861 had it as well. These two do not, unfortunately. I know people have said they wish it did. This is a little cordless screwdriver that also has the same forward and backwards. This is the CTS661G. This bad boy is probably, I'm not kidding guys, I got this when I worked at, I want to say I got this when I worked at a Ford dealership like in 2008 or 10 or something like that. That's an old little screwdriver. I bought that in the kit with the flashlight too. Unfortunately, the flashlight was red. But this screwdriver, I usually use it just in cabs. You know, when I'm working inside a cab and I don't want to get stuff dirty. But as you can tell, man, I'm not as good as that as I used to be. You know, sometimes I just grab it when I need it. But I'm going to clean it up and just start using that for in-cab work again. But I'm not a Snap-on fanboy. You know, I've got tools. You can see in the background, you know, just on this little cart that I'm using, I've got a Mac pry bars. You know, I'm not going to go through everything that's around, but I just like tools. So I use a little bit of everything. But at work, my power tools are all Snap-on. The ratchet that I use the most for a cordless ratchet would be the long neck, and this is brushed. I don't have the brushless yet, but the 1/4 inch. I use this thing a ton. You guys can tell again, it's all beat up. That's probably the one I pick up first for everything I'm using. After that, I'd probably say the 3/8. I use the 3/8 a lot. And this is the brushless 3/8. It's not the long neck. I like long necks, but this one's not a long neck. But I honestly don't really use this one that much. If I have to get the long neck, I might. But that's why this one looks, I mean, it looks a little bit dirty, but it's still kind of clean. But that's the 3/8 ratchet that I use. Now the 2 long neck brush ones, man, if you can still get them on the truck, they're still available. Just tell your Snap-on dealer to look up the part number and he can get them for you. Those things are great. The brushless one is stronger. You know what? I forgot to bring. I do have 2 100th year anniversary. They're the stubbies or the shorties, and one's a brute. And but I didn't bring those home. I just keep those in a drawer. Anyways, man, this video is running too long and I'm talking over myself and rambling. Long story short, there isn't a tool you see on this table that I wouldn't recommend or that I don't back up. The Snap-on's cordless tools, in my opinion, are second to none. And that's it. Then video's going to be about over. Like I said, I was going to try to show you guys my home stuff too, but video's getting kind of long, so I think I'll just do that in a separate video. If you guys want to see what I use at home for cordless, put it in the comments and I'll do a video on it. If I get one person telling me, yeah, show me, I'll just do it, because then everybody matters. So video's over. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Until next time, keep on keeping on, and please help us make America great again. Power Stroke Jude, out.